see our main character waking up in an unknown place. As this unknown place, he really could not tell what was this. At some point, he was feeling very calm and collective right now, as if nothing happened. He was trying to remember why was he here. Then he remembered he died. He died in the hands of Truck Kun, yes, the legendary truck that sent main character to Iska world. Our main character just right now waiting for the random omnipotent being to come or grant him his wishes or something, or even transformate him in some different worlds as a MC or himself, but he was waiting. After a few minutes, suddenly a ball of light appeared. As this ball of light started to shine very brightly. As because of this, he had to close his eyes, and then suddenly there was he really could not tell, but it was his mother. The ball of light took the form of his mother. Yes, our main character stated as he was about to say something, but the ball of light stated, before you say who am I am what you mortal call as a god. And I have taken a very an approachable form that is so you could be calm and collective when you want for wishes. As our main character just stayed quiet and said, "Oh, okay." Then, then after a few seconds, our main character, so what is it going to be? Our main characters, are you gonna spin some random wheel and give me random powers, or I'm gonna wish for it? As the being fond to him right now, having a appearance of his mother, as she stated, just giving you overpowered power seems a little bit unfair, but so I decided, how would we do something like, the wheels? You're gonna choose random power, how about this? As I mean, case I have very bad luck, but I wouldn't say, but hey, whatever. As the goddess just said, okay. Now, suddenly, after she clapped her hands, suddenly two wheels appear. First wheel, it was there were many things written on it, weapons, power, whatever he wanted, power for bloodline even. He just stated, why not? So, as we see, the goddess stated, now for the first wheel, this wheel is called the wheel of power, or specifically it's gonna give you whatever power, bloodline, weapon, whatever the pointer goes into. As our main character nod, and the second wheel is called the wheel of reincarnation, transformation, and whatever you call it, you mortals. As our main character's nod and said, can we start? Yes, of course. As the first wheel, the wheel of power, started. As the wheel was spinning at very high speed. Then after a few minutes, the wheel started to slow down as the pointer passes many power. Then the wheel suddenly stopped at one of the weapons. As our main character just sighed and stated, why not? As we see, the wheel stopped at a weapon. The weapon of he was actually not disappointed. He was excited. The weapon, it was so magnificent. He was literally jumping in excitement right now. As he just said, as the wheel stopped at the weapon that he wanted. He just stated, "Oh yeah, baby!" as he screamed at a high-pitched voice. As the god has just stated, Mortal, it seems your luck is very good. A very powerful weapon indeed." As we see, our main character was looking at Eva. Yes, the fucking weapon, the novel pentanism of Galgamish. As our main character just had a very twisted smirk on his face, as he was feeling very lucky right now. As he stated, "Oh, I don't know or something, but it feels I'm very lucky." Yes, yes, you're very lucky. Now, can we move on? As the goddess was annoyed by the mortal's scream, as how much excitement was literally visible on the mortal's face. The goddess, on the other hand, she was really impressed with the mortal's luck. She thought that this mortal is gonna get something a bloodline of Mother Uchiha. That's still overpowered, but still, this mortal literally got a very powerful weapon at very fast start. So she stated now for the second wheel, the wheel of reincarnation, rebirth, transfiguration, whatever you call it. As the wheel started to spin, he saw there was many. Even he saw he's gonna reborn as a girl, but he was thinking positively. Right now, he doesn't care if he reborn as a boy or a girl. Fuck that shit. He has a very powerful weapon. No, 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 no. Sorry, I take that back. As he said to himself, I'm concerned. If I turn into a girl, I don't really know what to do. I gotta practice of getting begging the damn goddess here. As the goddess smirk, I'm not gonna change. So whatever it comes, you're gonna have to accept it. As our main character said, damn it. As the goddess was looking at the wheel with anticipation, as she stated, "Please do fell into that wheel. That fell into a girl, please." As literally she cannot literally do unfairness to this mortal, so she decided not to play with him that much. As the wheel stopped, congratulations mortal, it seems that your nightmare did not come true. Unfortunate for me, but fortunate for you that you're gonna be reborn as Rias Gremory's twin brother, Aizen Gremory. As our main character stated, Aizen Gremory. I guess I'm gonna born in high school DxD then. Yes. As our main character nodded and stated, so before I go, so is that weapon gonna be binded with my soul? As the goddess nodded, said, "Yes, we don't want anyone to take that overpowered weapon away, do we? That is a very broken weapon in your hand. Be careful using it. I also give you a little resistance toward the holy elements, so you won't have to travel with holy elements that much. Thank you." As the goddess just stated, now I think you humans should go away. Now go, shoo. As our main character disappeared, as he gave her a light smile and stated, "Thank you very much for the chance, my goddess. I won't disappoint you. I hope you have a fun time watching my adventure." As the goddess just smirked and stated, "Heh, very interesting mortal. I guess I'm gonna take this farm. I'm gonna have this farm for a few years. Millennia. Who knows?" As the goddess disappeared from that spot. As we see our main character open his eyes as he was feeling something on his mouth, a very soft sensation, and he was drinking some kind of nectar. The nectars of God, or whatever you like to call this right now. It was very good. As he opened his red eyes, as he saw Vanahela Gimri, yes, Irias's mother. Our main character looked at her with his red eyes as she stated, "So honey, so honey, what should we name him?" As our main character then looked toward another side as he saw his father, Zoctio's Gremory. As you wonder how his life gonna be here. As Zoctios was about to say something when suddenly saw our main character's eyes. As Zoctios stated, he has my grandfather's eye. As Vanella also stopped what she was doing as she looked at her baby boy, as she felt very utter terror right there. The moment she looked at our main character's eyes, her whole body was about to break. As our main character closed his eyes, the moment he was feeling that his mother was breaking apart at the moment. As Vanella composed herself and stated, as Zoctius stated, he has the eyes of destruction. He has my great great grandfather's eye, Vector Grimry's eyes. As right now he was sweating literally. As our main character got it, so he cannot open his eyes right now. He needs to have a great control over the eye part. So he decided stop using he could feel that he was using mana on his eyes. So he decided not to. He decided to cut the connection of mana into his eyes. As he did, he then looked toward his mother. Then it right now she was fine completely, as Zoctus was just stated. Oh, that was the simple boss, but we gotta be careful when he's right now very fragile, and if you activate those eyes, any of a person who stand beside them, their soul will be crumbled or broken literally. As Zoctius just stated, his name is gonna be Aizen Gremory. How about this, honey? As Vanilla stated, that's a very beautiful name, dear. So, what about the girl you're holding, hun? As Zoctius said, how about Rias? Or whatever, as Vanilla stated, Rias, huh? I like that name. As that moment, a handsome young man with red hair, pretty identical as it was Suzette's Gremory, or perfectly, or we known as Lucifer Gremory, or Suzette's Lucifer literally. As Sujaks came, they said, "Let me see my siblings." As he literally happily chipped around there, as then he saw his both of his siblings. He literally felt attached toward both of them as he lifted little Rias in his arms as he said, "So what is your name, little one?" As Zocto said, "Rias Gremory." And what about little brother? As Zocto said, "Aizen Gremory." Oh, those are very cool names. As he was tickling little Rias, as little Rias gave a little giggle. Now time skip. Our main character wake up as he feels that he is somehow different from other. Right there, after you can say getting discharged from the devil hospital. 2 months has passed since that incident. After that incident, Zoctus assign our main character, keeping him our main character in constant watch because there gonna be a problem if his eyes started to activate in certain time. As he activated his eyes for testing, so he used it on one of the maids. As the moment the maid locked her eyes, or our main character locked his eyes on the maid's body literally exploded, and the whole room started to crackled up as there was having a little earthquake. Literally after this, acted as our main character acted like he just passed out, but in reality he was just acting. He had a great acting skill. After that, Zoctius was most concerned about his son right now. Zoctius now could finally have his pride and joy. He could not be, actually he was very happy that his son inherited the eyes of his great great grandfather. These eyes of destruction were lost in the Gremory family for millennia pretty much. But after Aizen's birth it all changes. Aizen possesses both the eyes of destruction and the power of destruction. It was a very terrifying mixing power. Aizen's power of destruction was pretty much unstable, and whenever he would try to activate his power of destruction, it would always cause chaos around everywhere. Because of this, Vanahela pampered our main character, and Laserius was pretty jealous of this kind of pamperation, and literally even father would pamper our main character. Now, our main character, he was a different person. He really did not like this kind of attention that he received always. On the other hand, his brother would apparently never really give him attention. It was apparently very disappointing for our main character's part. He wanted to have a relationship with the Lucifer, but unfortunately, fate has different plans. Sussex really avoided our main character for a few reasons. First, he was jealous. Yes, now why was he jealous? Apparently, he was jealous of our main character's eyes, the eyes of destruction that Zoctio's great great grandfather had. And let's say Sussex was pretty jealous of his little brother, but he was ashamed of it himself. Now let's say in one time they were trying to few of the devils or rival devils tried to assassinate our main character, but our main character was no snitch. As let's say the moment they tried to you know they think that he was just a fragile kid without any training, but in reality his aura alone literally crushed their soul. Their soul was destroyed into their body as they just literally fall down without anything, as our main character did copy few of the abilities a skill after killing them. Now our main character tried to take out Eva many times, but unfortunately he needs more control over his destructive power, or the power of destruction and the eyes of destruction. You see, after he when he grew as he was growing up, his eyes of destruction were getting more and more powerful. At some point, his eyes were getting so powerful at the point where he right now cannot even deactivate his powers. He had to close his eyes for a long time. Then he decided to use Gojo style, or from Jujutsu Kaisen, as he decided to, where he wear the head. He wear literally, the blind. He had to wear blindfold to at least do things. He had to do this because his eyes become too dangerous for other people. But to his surprise, when he applied when he applied energy into his eyes, he could see through literally stuff. So it was really worth it. And he could already say to him he was cool, very cool. As for Ria's part, let's say Rias was pretty jealous of our main character. Yeah, Rias would literally get pampered by Sezex, but Sezex wouldn't talk to our main character that much. He would only sometime would they have a little conversation like a normal brother and sister, or apparently it's like they're strangers pretty much. As for Gafu always asks Sezex why does he treat his brother differently, as Sezex wouldn't answer her that much. As for our main character, he was pretty genius at a very young age, so because of this, he got his evil piece pretty early, and all the pieces were apparently mutated pieces, so you cannot already assume what his potential could be. His potential at the age of 8 was already an ultimate class devil, as the beginner of the ultimate class devil. And let's say when when Blaze Bub or Akatsuki or whatever his fucking name is, the one who created the evil pieces, he checked our main character's potential. He was completely shocked. His potential even surpasses Satan's. You can say it even went up above God's. Now this information had to keep secret because apparently if the information get out, his life might be in danger. So they just keep the information quiet, or they keep as Blazebub or the Satan Blazebub keep quiet about it. Now our main character's engagement. Now right now our main character engagement was set with Sona Shitri. Yes, our main character really did not mind them being married to Sona Shitri. She was at least intelligent and beautiful as well, so he really did not mind it. As we see, now, at first, Sona did mind that her marriage was set off because she really did not want to marry at first. But after seeing who her groom was, let's say, she dropped the act and she said she didn't mind it. Now, if you're wondering, yes, our main character in Sona has met few times, being Rias' twin brother and being not as our main character really did not involved in most of Rias' life because Rias was pretty much jealous of him and she hated him. What can you say? She hated our main character, and our main character really did not get the part why did she hated him. Now he knows that she's like a spoiler brat at first, but now the hatred was going too far as she literally hate his guts right there. She would actually deny every idea that he would try to give to her about chess pieces and try to improve her strength, but she would refuse his offer. Our main character really doesn't get it. Why does she really does not take her training seriously? Our main character may not have servants just yet, but because of Sazek's favoritism, Rias was already gotten her first queen. It was Hajime Akono, as let's say our main character thought she was pretty cute, really. Now our main character know about Akono's backstory, so he would say that she's gonna become a sadist very fast, but he was just wondering what does it, what lady triggers it. He saw apparently whenever yes he would use her power, most of the you know servants or other people who scheme in agony, and let's say the people trained her, she let's say the people who trained Akino, they were pretty much sadists themselves. They would really you can say literally train the hell out of her. Even it was pretty clear that she picked up the habit of being a sadist from them. So our main character really could not say anything at all. Now our main character was pretty curious about Kiba's attitude. Apparently Kiba Yuto, that motherfucker. That motherfucker was a edgy motherfucker out of them all. That motherfucker was rude. Pretty rude really. At one time our main character lost his cool literally as he literally beat Kiba mercilessly because how edgy he was and how arrogant he was literally sporting about. Now Rias did complain this about to her mother, but Vanilla just said your brother did whatever was right. You should be quiet. As you know, Vanilla literally favors her son other than daughter. As our main character really doesn't want to get stuck in the phoenix, being the phoenix betrothed or being having a phoenix fiance. So yeah, he literally, the moment they asked that who wants to be the heir of the gremory, as our main character literally denied at very first, as Rias was pretty happy about this, but unknowns to her, our main character knew that he was pretty safe right now. As he denied, his father would just said, "Why, son? Why do you deny it? You're gonna be the perfect heir," as our main character stated. That seems a pretty big work. I don't wanna do that," he stated. As Octo just sighed and stated, "Whatever you say, son. Reyes, you're the heiress of the Grimrick clan," as Octo said with a little dead voice. He really did not have any expectation from Reyes, but he really expected more from our main character. He was pretty disappointed when our main character said he doesn't want to be the heir of the Grimrick clan. As we're gonna go to that now, a big time skip happened. Our main character was 10 right now. Right now, our main character is studying beyond college level right now, as he was doing his BA. So, what can you say? He was already 10, but he was already very close to finishing his studying. As for Rhea, she would slack off most of the time. Now, our main character didn't know but how it was possible, but Sussex one day summoned him to his office. As our main character just went there, as he wondered what did Sussex wanted from him. When he went there, Sussex said, little brother, I have a gift for you. Would you like to see it?" As our main character said, why not?" As Sussex took our main character into the magic teleportation sack, as they came across. It was like a dungeon. He didn't get it really. He saw this place was similar to a dungeon, but apparently, he did not care. As Sussex took him into the dungeon, as our main character found of him, there was someone that our main character did not expect to see in the DxD world. This was Albedo. Yes, the same Albedo from Overlord. She was here. Our main character wondered how the fuck did they capture her. Our main character just looking at the chain Albedo, as she had many scars and she was literally crying right there. As our main character said, what happened to her brother? As he stated, you see, she is a succubus, a special hybrid between. She is apparently a hybrid between a succubus and unknown race. We don't know, but she certainly is a succubus. But apparently, there is a succubus clan, or apparently the races of succubuses. She was one of them, but unfortunately she really did not inherit the succubus part, or luring a man. She was pretty shy at that, and just because of this the succubus clan literally treated her like shit, and I had to save her. After saving her, she was pretty hostile toward me, and because seeing this, we had to put her on leashes because she would always would try to attack other people. Her physical strength is pretty awesome. No? As Sussex was explaining her origin and what kind of power she possesses, Sussex says she is even proficient at magic and professionally she was proficient at combat. As our main character nodded at his brother as he stated, As he was wearing the blindfold, then he stated, "Brother, could you open the cage? Can you open the dungeon?" As he stated, "Of course." As he signaled the guard, as the guard opened the dungeon, as Albedo got alerted, as she looked toward the person who suddenly approached her. Our main character was still wearing his blindfold, as he was literally coming toward her, as she was just ready to attack at any moment. As she trying to reach toward our main character, but she failed because of the chains that wrapped around her body. As our main character literally was looking at her with his blindfold, then he suddenly opened his blindfold as his red demonic eyes look into her as she was put into some kind of fear. As our main character wanted to confirm with his own eyes, not with his magic sense, so when he confirmed, she was definitely albedo. There is no doubt about that. Her skin exactly the same as the Overlord anime. As our main character stated, "Would you like to become my servant?" As she just looked toward him, said, "Why me? I am the weakest of my race. Why do you want me as a servant? I don't even have a succubus charm. The charm to lure men toward me. I'm very shy at that. Why do you want me as a sex toy, I suppose?" As our main character just denied it and stated, "No, I don't want you as a, fuck toy, but I want you as one of my family member. We gremories don't treat our servant like that. We treat them as a family. Would you like to be one of my family member?" As she looked toward him, she noticed his handsome face as she was trying to blush a little bit as she stated, "Promise me that you won't treat me badly." As our main character just laughed it off and said, "No, no, no, really, I promise I won't treat you badly. Do you accept?" As she just stated, I accept," she stated. As our main character said, "Excellent." Then our main character signaled his brother to release the chains as the chains disappeared. As our main character then suddenly there was a magic circle under her as her wounds disappeared instant. Cedric was still amazed at how his brother was so talented in magic, as even demonic magic he was very talented. As this was the magic that even restored the person's body to the previous state as they were in before. As after that magic spell disappeared, Elevator looked at herself. She had no longer had scars in her body, the bad scars anymore. She felt like she was reborn at that moment. As she literally cried. She literally cried into our main character chest. She was pretty big and she was crying at our main character chest as we see. After that, she became our main character's queen and she was the strongest piece of all of them. Sezex was pretty surprised at her race. It was still mysterious what kind of race she has. But our main character know her race pretty well. If you're wondering what race she has, go to Overlord. We can literally search about her race. I don't wanna tell her. It's pretty boring to tell about her race right now. I'm gonna say she is related to a little angel, but she is related to an angel, fallen angel, by the way. So we're gonna skip that part. So now we go to another incident. This a year has passed since Alberto joined our main character's barrage, and she was the queen piece. She served our main character day and night, and she would always sneak in our main character room at night. And oh, by the way, she is 18-year-old right now, and she's gonna look like she's on her 20s or 22 or late 20s, whatever you call it. But she's pretty sexy, thought. Now she would always sneak in our main character's room and literally hug him during her sleep. Our main character was like this free sensation when he sleeps. Now, now he's 11 right now, as our main character right now was having breakfast at his house, as he was having breakfast with everyone else. As for Rias was looking at our main character with jealousy, and let's say when she found out that her Onesama, her Onesama, one and only Onesama, offered his brother this woman, and after knowing that this woman was so powerful, she was pretty jealous of our main character, and she had demanded her brother to gave her to him. Sorry, gave her to her. Now our main character looked at his brother and stated, "Are you gonna do that?" As he had this kind of expression. Then Suzek stated, I'm Rias-chan, Rias-chan, I'm very sorry, but I cannot do that. It's a gift from, as I have given him his gift at least." As she just pouted, "But still, brother, please." As she using her second move, the puppy dog eyes. As for our main character, he was just looking at her and stated, "This bitch is she serious?" As Zoctius stated, I, as he was about to give in, as Vanilla stated, "Zoctius, if you do that, remember, a very bad thing is gonna happen to you." As Suzex just, literally Suzex just shivered. As he said, "I'm sorry, yes, Riastan, I'm very sorry, I cannot do that." As Vanilla just sighed in relief, and as she stated, "Rias, remember, if you try to take anything from your brother, he has already designed the position of being heir of the Grimly clan, and you are the heir right now. If you try to take anything from your brother, your 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 heirship of the Gremory clan is gonna transfer to your brother automatically. Remember this part." As Rias just become quiet and stated, "Okay." Now the marriage between still hasn't settled. It is gonna be today, as we see when Allah stated, "Aizen, honey, today we have a little how to say ceremony to have held. Ceremony? What kind of ceremony?" As she stated, "You see, literally as Chinese, literally we have chose her fiance," as our main character stated. "Fiance? Yes, it has been from the Devil Council. Now it was set up by the Devil Council. So yeah." As our main character said, "Oh, it's gonna be interesting," as he stated, as he had a smirk right there. Hmm. As we see, our main character and our main character's queen, albedo. Now our main character and his queen, albedo, went to the went to the ceremony. As the ceremony, they announced that Reyes and Razor Phoenix are Reyes Grimmer and Razor Phoenix are engaged together. Yeah. Shit went there, as our main character sighed in relief that he stated, "I'm safe. I don't have to marry a Phoenix girl. That girl. I don't really want to consider myself as a lolicon. I like older women more." He stated to himself, but who knows? He might even like lolis. Who cares? Right now, it's not the time for it. As we see, as our main character was looking at the ceremony, as the ceremony had happened, and Reyes was pretty annoyed by that part that she's gonna marry Razor. And apparently, in all the 72 pillar houses, they know about Razor Phoenix's tendency to tendency to have a harem and how of a bad person he is. And let's say few of the devil houses pitied the gremory clan heiress. What can they say? Her luck was pretty bad. As now, that's not the case for us. We go to our main character poster, as our main character was pretty happy right there. As right now he was just literally celebrating with his queen pretty much. And right now he has only one piece with him, the queen. And she was very bad. She was better than anything really he could hope for. She was better at she was better at magic, magika, whatever she named it. She's a better maid than Graphia. Yeah. She is a person that you would always like to have this person beside you. And now our main character is having fun there. Then he met Reeser. Yes, that motherfucker. He met the chicken. As the chicken said, "My name is Reeser Phoenix. How are you?" As our main character just looked toward him and stated, "He is good right now. I wonder what changed this motherfucker." As he just looked toward him, as he was pretty much a little bit older than he was, but still this motherfucker was actually respect him. Now he know why he's respecting him, because he was respected in a whole underworld because him possessing something that the family did not possess for millennia, as it was the eyes of destruction. As our main character knew, we knew clearly that the reason was only acknowledge his existence was because of his eyes of destruction. As he did feel Reese's heartbeat was apparently pounding. It was about to come out of his heart because I just stopped talking and just was observing him quietly. He was pretty scared. He was about to piss his pants, as I stated. Likewise, as I stated, congratulations, I guess you're gonna be my brother-in-law, eh? I stated with a memento voice, and it was pretty dead, as if he felt really scared. And suddenly, my mother called me as I stated coming. As Reezer just sighed in relief, as he stated, Reezer Phoenix promised to himself that I will never try to piss that person off. As our main character heard with his divine devil, or you can say his super devil senses, as he stated, he is scared of Reezer is scared of me. I wonder what will happen. And now our main character went to his mother, as his mother introduced him to the few other families like cities. Now Sona and our main character went to their separate ways, as they were talking about different things. And our main character being smart, as our main character told her about the human wall and how they are. And our main character and Sona, they both had a little chess competition, as sometimes Seraful would also join them, as after that Seraful did join them. And now Seraful was amazed at the two genius in front of her. Both of them were competing in something, as our main character was very pretty calm right now. Sona really wasn't the intelligent Sona that he see in the series, because she is still a little kid at least yet. And she was losing at the chess. So our main character decided to let her win a few times. As Sona noticed this, and Sona became pretty angry seeing this. As our main character apologized to her, then they played once again, as Sona lost many times. As for let's say Sarah, well, she knows that she's gonna have a brother-in-law period that right there. She would sometime even look at our main character. Now she really ashamed of herself, because apparently she was drooling at a little kid. The kid was same age as her sister, little sister, precious little sister, who was just a beginner at magic and the family magic pretty much. And now she's dueling at a kid who is barely no, he was a super genius among super geniuses. What can you say? She really could not say anything. It was her devil instincts that was telling her to take this kid right away. Now, being albedo always stayed behind our main character, never intervened or never talk out of a line. But she was jealous inside. very jealous. She knew the relationship with both of them had there. She's gonna be our main character's wife. She knew this, but she could just right now clench her fist, not show emotion. As our main character felt her emotion, she was feeling very jealous right now. So our main character decided, so I guess it's time to leave soon. I am tired pretty much. So wanna go somewhere else? As she nodded. As we see our main character asks Albedo, you can do your thing. As she nodded and said, "Thank you, my lord." As she went in a different direction right now. Now we see our main character decided, after the sermon apparently, mm, it was pretty much boring. What can you say? He's meeting all folks. It was pretty bad, and let's say he was pretty much bored at the whole interaction with the damn nobles. The noble kids would try to impress him many times, and let's say he would be pretty much unimpressed by their effort, and he would insult them pretty much by showing something very impressive to their faces. And let's say Reezer himself was, he knew that this kid was smaller than he was, but damn, this kid is powerful than he is. This kid is so powerful that even rival the current Lucifer right now. There was a few rumors about this kid that he is at the ultimate class right now, or even close to Sazek's level. He is not close to Sazek's level yet. It is a rumor just right now. Now, if timescape happened now, the timescape happened as we see 6 months later, as our main character was traveling in the human world, as this was normal for him. He would always gain a little bit extra freedom than Rias. He got extra freedom than Rias for a reason. Just because he was a genius, his mother would always give him more freedom than Rias ever had. As our main character, he would use his freedom for his own gain. He would normally stroll the human world and have his fun there. He apparently likes the food of the human world. Other than that, nothing. You see, just because he is a devil, he was loaded with money. He really didn't have to worry about anything. As our main character was walking, then it was apparently snowing. Yes, it was time of the December. Now it was time of the December. It was snowing. As our main character really did not feel cold because of his power of distraction. The aura keeps him warm always. As our main character walking, as he was still wearing winter clothing for to not get anyone suspicious, as he was wearing whatever winter clothing you choose right now. As he was wearing, then it was apparently night, middle of night, as it was 12 a.m. pretty much. It was midnight. As our main character saw As our main character saw a woman apparently standing in the middle of the road, as she was crushed by the truckun. Yes, the legendary truckun, what you call it. The legendary truckun just has taken a life. As our main character just smiled and stated, I guess another East protagonist. As our main character went toward there to see what happened, as he stated, okay, let me see who this person is. As our main character we see As our main character saw this girl, apparently she had snowy white hair and she was wearing some kind of, office worker clothes, as she was dying and she looked at the sky as she was thinking about her life. Now we go to Yami-chan's perspective. Her name was Yami Yami. Oh fuck, wait a moment. I forgot the name. Her name was Yami Shinonono, as she was apparently right now dying at this moment, as she felt her bones and other things were crushed. As she just looked up at the skies, as she could feel her consciousness was fading. As she stated, I didn't want it to die. As she said it out loud, as her main character heard this and stated, huh? As our main character approaches, as he was wearing something similar to the thumbnail over here. As our main character went toward her, as he stated, "Do you wanna live?" As our main character asked her a question, as she looked toward our main character, as she stated, "Yes." As our main character said, you know, I can give your life back and heal your wounds even, if you want, but you have to do something for me." What she said with a weak voice, as her consciousness was fading more. As he stated, "Would you like to become my servant?" As she just stated, "Servant? Yes, I am a devil apparently, and you're making a deal with a devil. How about this? Am I gonna regret it?" she asked with a weak voice, as our main character said, "Regret? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? I'm a devil apparently, so devils have their ways to make you. Devils have the way to make human regret their decision. So do you still accept it?" As we see, she stated, "Yes, I accept." As our main character said, "Okay then." As she died. Now, our main character, without wasting any time, as he just stated, what piece should I use? Pawn, knight, or others? I wonder. Why not? Okay. As our main character using a special piece. This piece was this piece was not a rook, by the way. This was a bishop, as he stated. Why not? Nah. Okay, let's revive her as a damn. Let's revive her as a damn knight. Yes, why not? As he take out the nice knight piece, then he stated, Sir, your life now belong to me. I am your master from now forth. Do you accept to serve me serve me till eternity?" As he said this word, the chess piece went into her chest, as our main character, suddenly a red magic circle appeared beneath her, as her wounds everything healed. As our main character picked her on a bridal style. Yes, she was pretty big for our main character, but using his telekinesis, he just literally floating her toward him. As he disappeared with the girl. Now in the time skip in the morning, she woke up as she woke up and she saw she was in some kind of luxurious room, she was in some kind of king queen size. She really couldn't say anything, but the bed was pretty luxurious on its own. She has never really seen this kind of luxurious bed in her life. As she woke up, as she was thinking what happened, as suddenly a woman entered. The woman had horns and wings on her waist, as she stated, "Follow me, Master Aizen said that when you wake up you should meet with him." As she nodded, she remembered what she made. She knows that she made a deal with the devil, as now this was time for her payment. This was time for his payment. As she went there, as we see, our main character was sitting on the sofa, as he was sipping tea very perfectly. As Rios was there. Yes, Rios was trying to steal this girl from him right now. As our main character already said that I have already given her my piece, so she is my servant right now. I don't care. I'm gonna ask her if she wanna be my servant or not. As our main character said, "Knock yourself out." As we see, our main character then looked toward us. "So, what is your name? I never knew your name." As she stated, "My name, Sakura Maoto." As our main character is Sakura Maoto, huh? A very beautiful name indeed. At least she is not the useless bitch from Naruto. As he just stated, Sakura, okay. You see, Sakura-san, apparently I am a devil. And we all are apparently, apart from her really. She's a succubus and a high devil too as well. Saki was she was getting scared and said, "Oh, you are a devil?" "Yes, I am a devil." As he decided to show his wings was pretty different from the other devil's perspective, but it was more beautiful, bat-like wings. As she nodded and said, "Oh, okay." Then our main character said, "Oh, you believe us right now?" "Yes, I do." As our main character nodded and said, okay, I think it saved us problem." As we see, our main character said, "You see, you were dying, and I asked you if you wanted to be my servant, and when you said yes, I revived you with my chess piece. Now you are my servant, and you are a devil as well." As she said devil, as she noticed something was coming out of her back, as she saw, "Oh, I have." Yes, those are wings, devil wings, precisely. As our main character got a little bit excited today because he just unlocked Eva. He is now he could practically say that he is pretty much a powerful being right now. With Ea beside him, he is unstoppable pretty much. And now he was thinking about few possible ideas about using Eva and you know eh, using his demonic energy, the power of destruction into Eva. What kind of power it would produce? He was thinking. So he decided to think about it later. Right now. So after that explanation, she happily accepted to be our main character's servant without any consent, as then Ria stated. Wait, Miss Sakura, how about this? I make you a deal. I can give you money, anything you want, even damn the company that fired you that day. I can take revenge for you." As she just stayed quiet and stated, thank you, Miss Gremory, but Aizen-sama saved me, so I decided to join Aizen because, unlike you, he did not really ask me for anything other than me being his servant. I chose to serve him. As our main character just gave her a disbelief look, and then he just had a happy smile. As he said, "So Rias, what was the bet?" "Oh, what bet?" As she was trying to act dumb, as he stated, "You know the bet." "Fine. I will ask my brother to make you one of the person that's gonna." She was hesitant, but she stated, "You're gonna be the person that rules Koho beside me." And Sona, as our main character, just gave a happy smile and stated, "I thought so." Now a few years passed by as our main character just had his old two pieces, nothing else. But he already is an ultimate class devil without order, but he is still not an ultimate class devil, and he is still not in the ultimate. He did not go to the ultimate class devil exam because he was already considered strong, unless even the instructor refused to fight with him because they knew if they fight with him, they are gonna pretty much end up dead. As our main character only has two chess pieces, a queen and a bishop, nothing else. Ah, damn, I forgot what piece I just gave her. Damn, I forgot. Ah, fuck that. Now we see our main character was in the school, as this was his third year, and this was his third year. Apparently, all those years, nothing really interesting happened other than he got a little close to the. So we see he got a little bit close to the yokai's faction. Now, how did it happen? Apparently, one time when he was in a little bit, tour in Kyoto, and he saw little Kumo, or apparently, the little kitsune. The little kitsune who has two tails. She was being, chased by the few fallen, and she was alone that time. She was alone with her mother, and her mother was being overpowered by the hordes of, fallen angels. These angels were apparently on Kokobai's order, but Our main character really did not want to mess up the plot just yet to expose Kokobai, but he decided to not to mess with the plot that much. So what he did, he just literally demolished them with he literally uses the time stopping spell. Yes, the spell from Overlord. He recreated the spell as if as this was one of the powerful spell on his arsenal. What could you see? Even the forbidden Balor, Gasper, Sacred Gear is pale comparison to this. He literally stops the time around him, and damn, is very powerful. Now we see our main character when in front of the attack, as the attack was about to come toward Yosaka and Kumo, as they closed their eyes, but they waited for the attack to come, but the attack never came. As they stood in front of him, a high school student at that. He was in his first year that time, so a high school student. He just looked toward them having a very twisted smirk and stated, "Hoo hoo hoo hoo! I see you Fallens are literally doing something that other faction should not do." As our main character just stated, reality cut. As the cut happened, all the people just literally got shreds as they turn into they all disappear as the only leaving the crow feathers, as our main character said. These are complete idiots are weak. As our main character take his eyes toward the two mother and the duo of mother and daughter. As he looked toward them, oh, I seems is the Yukai faction leader. Yasaka Ninetail or something. Your name is right. As she nodded and said, "Thank you, Devil Son, for your help. For, for me thanking you carefully. Would you like to? Would you? I would like to invite you to invite you to my castle for, you know, thanking you properly." As our main character nodded and said, "Why not?" Now, Kim, on the other hand, she wanted to learn the what the magic our main character uses. Said, "Oni-chan, can you teach me what kind of magic that was?" As our main character stated, that spell is pretty dangerous for you, little one. Maybe the other spell, reality cut, may be little easier for you. Could you teach me that, Oni-chan?" As our main character said, "When you grow older, then maybe." Promise? As she held her pinkies as pinky as our main character also held his pinky and then crossed. Yes, promise. As apparently our main character and Kuma literally become pretty good friends, or you can say she was considering our main character as a brother, and our main character did visit her time to time. Now, because of this, let's say Yasaka had a little belief in the Gremory's house. She had a very good relationship with the Gremory house, and because of this, Seraph apparently was pretty happy that apparently they had a little bit priesthood with the yokais, but they were still hostile intent toward each other. So it was pretty long way there, and this kind of achievement also spread into the whole supernatural world. Even the Norse gods started to take notice upon the young Grimory's achievement. The youngest Grimory, who is an ultimate class, who has considered to be an ultimate class but never took an ultimate class exam. The youngest Grimory in the Grimory household, the first ever Grimory to possess the eyes of destruction. He was pretty famous in the supernatural world, and let's say he also picked interest of a little lowly to unknowns to him that was watching him from time to time. Now we now return to the main plot. As we see, the plot started pretty much as our main character noticed. So Yuma is gonna invite Isa on a date, and he's gonna get killed. As our main character wondered, and you know what? In all those years, he's realized something. Apparently, he has the white dragon Albion inside. She apparently Sakura has a white dragon Albion inside her. Yeah, it was a pretty big surprise. And our main character was surprised to know Albion's gender. Albion was a female dragon, yeah. It was very surprising. But the voice and the claim that the Albion being a female, he was still hesitant to believe that part, but eh, who cares? He decided to be maybe something similar to what they call because of the voice, maybe, who knows. He decided to not to bother himself with that thought anymore. So we go to present time, as we see our main character was looking with the mirror of remote viewing as he was viewing Issa and Yuma, as he could hear the word as our main character said, this poor soul is about to die, Alberto stated. As Sakura stated, yeah, master, should we save him? As our main character said, no need, huh? Oh yes, of course, Alberto suddenly agreed. This pervert deserved to die. This pervert even he even tried to peep at me at some point, as Alberto apparently is a teacher in Koho Academy. Yes, she is a teacher. As for Sakura, she is also a teacher at the school, so yeah, what can you say? These both are known as the queens of Koho, and they mostly apparently never really spend time together with each other because they both are jealous of each other, because our main character did say that he loves both of them in different ways, but he won't admit that part. Now, these both always try to impress our main character with various antics, but our main character always laughs those antics off, or he's pretty happy with whatever he's receiving right now. Now, let's say both Sakura and Alvaro would apparently sneak into his bed in the night, and our main character really did not care. Really did not care about the bear about sleeping together. Now we see our main character having few thought as he was just watching the interaction, as the next day or the next week he saw Issa was going to a date, as our main character decided to view him right now, not to go too close there, as he wanted to watch the canon scene, the scene where Yuma would say, "Can I ask you for something?" Yes, that line. As he looked at the scene, as he felt a little some kind of satisfaction, as he said, "This pervert does deserve to die, but he's still fucked up, and seeing his first ever love or first ever girlfriend killing him is tragic, pretty much tragic." As he just laughed off at Isa's dismay. As for Alberto and Sako, they both just looked toward it and stated that this boy is really a fool. Why did he even accept the damn date? He should have understood it was some because of a dare or something. But no, this fool literally thinks that he attracted a female just because with his looks or a perverted attitude. I refuse to believe it, Sakura stated. As our main character shook his head and stated as he looked at the scene, yup, Rias was there and she revived him. As suddenly our main character said, "Sakura, you see, you're not in rush apparently. That boy is pretty weak and you're gonna win," he stated to her. Uh-huh. You're gonna win the battle between you and your rival. Oh, you mean the Red Dragon Emperor? Sakura stated. Yes. Do you know who is the Red Dragon Emperor? No. As Albion stated. Gremory, do you know who is the Red Dragon Emperor? I do. Who is he? He just suddenly stated, right in front of you, as he stated, "You mean this boy, this perverted boy?" Yes. Didn't you notice there was a little bit of dragon's aura in him? I thought he had twice critical or something. No, dragon intend to hide himself with the form of twice critical, but no, it was literally the boosted gear. As Albion said, Albion just literally laughed her ass off and stated, "Oh wow, now I'm having a blast. I'm gonna rub this off at him." And I bet we are gonna win our battle. As our main character said, are you really gonna battle him? It's really pointless, you know. You could already consider yourself you win every battle. As Albion stated, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Devil, but I do like to have at least a friendly match with him. Why not? Why not? But not right now. As Albion stated, whatever you say, Devil. Now, this was the next day. Issa was doing his own usual thing as our main character was looking at him, as our main character's eyes were still closed as he was wearing the blindfold. As teacher asked him a question, as he answered it very literally, truthfully, as teacher was always wonder how the fuck he's able to answer a question just listening to it. Now, other boys, they were all, let's say, pretty jealous of our main character. He was intelligent, strong, whatever they would even think of. The girls literally fawned over that little motherfucker, and the boys literally could not do shit to it. Now we see Issa doing the usual shit, and he got killed second time. Yeah, shit happened. He got killed second time, and this time, yeah, he woke up in the bed. The same shit happened. Yes, he hypnotized them, and yeah, same shit. Now we see our main cat decide to have a little bit of meeting. No, he decided not to meet with them just yet. Now few days pass by. Now it was very close to the Asia arc right there. Before our main character met Asia. Issa doesn't know about our main character being a devil just yet, but Sona does knows about our main character being a devil and her Paraj as well. But Sanji doesn't know this because Sona doesn't intend to talk about her future fiance like that. And Sanji doesn't know this shit as well. We see after Asia arc finished, yes, Asia arc was finished. Our main character decided to not intervene with this matter. It was already fucked up matter. Why should he intervene? It was important for Drag awakenment, as he doesn't want Issei to at least not awaken his secret gear, Divine Divide, or making Rias jealous pretty much all of him more. As Rias doesn't know that our main character has the White Dragon Emperor as host. As our main character smirk as he was wondering, hey, I wonder how will she react if she know that I have the White Dragon Emperor host. As Albedo said, she is gonna be pretty jealous. I bet. Sakura could already use her Juggernaut drive and literally she's gonna beat that pervert's living shit. Now it was now after Asiak, they were about to go to the how to call it, familiar forest, as our main character was also going there with her. Apparently, our main character and her relationship is apparently called, a brother and sister. They would fight, yes, but they still love each other. Our main character had indifferent expression whenever Rias was in trouble. He would save her, but he would still nag about she would still nag about this part. But they secretly both care about each other. She might be jealous of him, but she would also care about him that way. Now we see our main character suddenly appeared there as the same with the same Paraj, or with his Paraj, both of his Paraj member. Sakura and albedo, they both were behind him as he entered. As student council and the ORC club looked toward as the source of noise, as he stated, "Yo, how is going, sis?" And you, Sona? As we see, Sona stated, "It's fine, darling." As our main character stated, "Darling, we are engaged to each other, but we are not married yet, just yet. So my name is enough already." As she stated, "I don't care, Ann. I am very happy to have you as my husband, unlike someone else." as she gave a little, she was giving someone a damn big ass smirk. As Ria's eyes just twitched, and as she stated, she just released a sigh and said, "How are you, brother?" Me, good, Rias. How about you? Oh, you were thinking about going to the familiar forest, isn't it? As she nodded, yes. Our family, we both could go together, but unfortunately, so now apparently we cannot take you with us. How about we have a competition? She stated. Why not? As they did the same thing, competition. As our main character is now to participate in this matter. As for Iselas, he was just looking at our main character in shocked expression as he stated, "You, yeah, what do you expect? I'm a brother. You at least you should think that I could be a devil." As but the two queens are your, yes. Albedo here is my queen, and she is my Barsha. Why? As he stated nothing. As our main character thought so. Third, so as we see, our main character summon his throne. It was the same throne from Ainzon Go. As he just casted a little barrier around them to at least to make think there were nothing going on there. As our main character sit on the throne, as he was just looking at the match. Hey, it was interesting. The panty shots especially. As both of his queen really did not say anything, but Sakura stated pervert. As our main character said, every man is a pervert, hon. Every man is. Every man is a pervert, honey. What can you say? She just reconciliatory growling. As for Albedo, she really did not mind it anything. She was at least happy that she is receiving love. Yeah. Our main character knew about the Albedo being a little bit of their tendency, so he does not push too much. But he still gave her love, so she stays calm. As our main character looked at them as the same shit happened, Issa got hit in the crotch. Yes, it was very painful. As our main character touches cock subconsciously, as he stated, "No man should have feel this kind of pain. I feel bad for him." As Asya was healing him, yeah. It was pretty funny to look at this, but again, it also looked very painful. As Rias won, yeah. As our main character comforted Sona, as Sona said, "Give me a kiss then." As our main character said, "Say what?" Gave as she was little shuddering and said, "Give me," and she was, you know, poking her fingers together as Sanji just looking at this in disbelief. "Is that the president?" "Yes," Tsubaki suddenly spoke, "and there's the president and her fiance right over there." As fiance, Sanji stated, "Yes, president is gonna marry aizen gremory in the future. Why you ask?" No, no. As Sanji just said, damn it, oh, what does she see in him and not me?" "He is very powerful. He is even considered as an ultimate class devil in the underworld." "Do you think you can match up with him? An ultimate class. There are even rumors that he could even match up with his own brother. Do you still wanna fuck with him?" "No, no, 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 ma'am. I don't wanna fuck with him. I never really wanna do shit with him, anything at all. He's perfect for president." As let's say our main character heard this, as he had a small smile, as he decided gave a little pick on the lips, as he stated, bye, don't be sad." As she just nodded as she leave, as we see the next day. Today was apparently it was after school. Sorry, after school. It was pretty much night time as they decided to go there. As they teleported to the familiar forest, as they made the Ash ripoff, or Ash Ketchum pretty much, but the ripoff version. As they made Ash Ketchum, our main character really was making a few remarks about. This is nothing really special, as our main character knew a few, even of the few, fan fiction is read, that many of the reincarnated main character they would always go to the They always go to, whenever they go to the familiar forest, they would always, get familiar for themselves. As for our main character, he really does not care about familiar or anything at all. He doesn't really need them, but why not? If he could have that familiar, he could do his lazy job to lazy job with that familiar. As we say, our main character was just following the Rios's group quietly. As the same incident happened, the slime one, yes. The slime incident happened as our main character, just you can say, using the barrier around him and his barrage. Oh, by the way, and albedo doesn't need. Albedo already has her familiar. It's a, it's something similar to what you call is a unicorn. You can say an impure unicorn. Yes, a bicon. And apparently, albedo being pure, or no, she's not pure, but she could ride it. She's not slut or anything, but she did had, as she did had say sis with our main character, so yeah, she could write it at least. As for Sakura, let's say Sakura just got what to say, a little Sakura got herself a little fire spirit. Yes, this fire spirit apparently doesn't have a human form, but it's very cute to see. Now our main character, he really doesn't have a familiar. He thinks the familiar are pretty much useless in battle. What would he do with the familiar unless it's Tiamat? Then he could think. But he decided, nah, I'm too lazy for that shit. I'm not gonna go there. But luck was on his side as he found someone that he really didn't consider that would be there. Gorgon. Yeah, Gorgon from Fate Grandmother. Sorry, cancel Gorgon. I am not taking. I am not literally adding her in his is the Foo. Yes, the fucking creature. This fucking little creature. The cute motherfucker is a very strong beast. Literally at that. So our main character saw this, and the little creature also looked at our main character as they both were staring at each other. As our main character in his mind, as he stated, "Fuck, I could get killed." As he just looking at toward it, but he was not gonna back down. As the little creature just moved forward, taking step by step toward it. As let's say few of as Sakura was, you can see literally screaming in cuteness, how cute the creature was. As our main character just literally take his hand out as to block her to go toward it. As she already got the gist of it, this might be dangerous. So she decided to listen to her master. As the little creature approached our main character, the main character kneeled down as the little creature went into our main character's head as it just nuzzled into our main character's hair, and it even landed on his shoulder. Then let's say nuzzling at our main character face as he already got it. Yep, I got a friendship with this beast. Yeah, why not? As our main character did patted the little creature on the head, as the little creature just purring like a cat. It did purr like a purring like a, he did purr a little like a little cat. Eh, I find that very cute. So after purring like a little cat, they went toward the gremory group. As the gremory saw this, as let's say for years, she literally saw the cutest creature and on the world, on our main character's shoulder. As she literally went toward it, as was trying to get her she was trying to curse this little creature into her bosom. But let's say the moment she tried to do it, let's say what the little thing did. Who released a thunderous roar, as the roar literally released a shockwave and let's say teared through the damn forest. As let's say the ripoff of Ash Ketchum saw this creature as he went literally pale. As he stated, this is the creature that your rival Tiamat right there. He really did not want it to fuck with this creature, and seeing this creature has accepted this person as a master, he was pretty surprised. As let's say Rias just saw this and she was jealous again, but what could she say? Her luck was pretty bad against this kind of thing. She has a cute creature, but damn, her brother has a very powerful creature on his side. What could she say? As our main character just chuckled at that. As he stated, "Whoa, you little guy, you're very powerful." As the little guy just huffed. Now we see the phoenix thing coming along. As we see the marriage apparently between Razor and Irius was coming along pretty soon. As the let's say as the fried chicken come to the ORC. Yes, our main character was present there as well. Why wouldn't he be present there? It is he wanted to witness the scene, and he wanted to see what would affect if he is there. As Grafia just looked toward our main character as she said, "Oh, I didn't expect Master Aizen-sama would be here." As our main character said, "Yeah, yeah, go on. I'm just hanging out here." Oh, I guess Master Aizen and Miss Rias might have become get pretty along. You two might getting pretty along well right now. As our main character said, "Yeah, something like that." As for Ria, she wasn't really saying anything. She was apparently sad, too much sad to notice this, but she's gonna love our main character pretty much after this. Now, our main character then he sit on the sofa as he was doing his own thing. His barrage member and Fu was apparently on his shoulder right there. As Fu was given apparently a cookie as the little thing was trying to eat it. Now our main character was closing his eye, enjoying the tea that Akino made. The tea was pretty good. As our main character praised Akino, as Akino blushed and said that thank you, Aizen-sama. Aizen is fine. As she said, Aizen-kun. Hehe, our main character just smirked at that. Don't worry. Now, I wouldn't say, but Albedo giving Akino a dead stare, as Akino really could not say anything because the dead stare was pretty dangerous. Now, now we see the fucking fried chicken was using his eternal rant as we see Sakura was getting angry at that fucking phoenix brat as she stated, "Brat, remember brat, humans are not weak." As we see Risa said, who said this to read their mighty Risa, as even he saw that it was one of the member of Aizen's barrage, as he just stated, miss, humans are just trash. They're the world, even they're the weakest race of all the races. Why do you support them? I'm a formal human. As Risa said, "So apologies, my lady, but I'm just stating facts." As our main character just says, "Stating facts, huh? Stating facts. You know, humans are pretty. We race devils would get damn erased by the damn holy light, but they won't. They're the only race who have the potential to potential to even challenge gods. Don't underestimate human." "Hi, I know Aizen-sama. I do not believe it, Aizen-sama. I refuse to believe this." As our main character said, "Huh, I refuse to believe this. How about this? You and me have a match. Not a rating match. It's like, a duel. If I win, you're gonna, what to do? I'm bored, so why not? If I win, you're gonna cancel your engagement with Rias. And if you win, let's see. I'm gonna give you Paraj a spell that would help you very perfectly. How about this?" As Risa thought, the spell part is pretty beneficial, but damn again, if I fight him, I'm gonna lose pretty much. As he stated, if I fight you, I would like to fight with you with my whole Paraj." He still was cocky a little bit. He thought that he might not be enough to defeat him alone, but if his Paraj is there, he might be able to. As our main character said, why not? Do everything you want. As our main character said, oh, before that we are gonna battle in my personal dimension. How about this? As he said, hi, Aizen-sama, whatever you say. As Graphia stated, right now, yes, right now. How about this? As Risa stated, wait, if I should get the phoenix, don't worry, if Graphia, could you set up the phoenix tears? As Graphia said, right away, master. As she bought the phoenix tear from Phoenix tear and stated, let's begin. As our main character snapped his finger, as the reality around them started to break, as it was like they were in some kind of empty dark void. Then suddenly they were in the middle of some kind of forest, they would say. As they say, whoa, this is my own personal dimension, let's fuck thing up here, what do you say? As Riza said, oh, of course my lord. Then they started to fight. As our main character stated, how about this? I give a little handicap. I'm gonna handicap myself, so I'm gonna use just 1% of my power. How about this? Nah, cancel that. What about this? If you are able to survive, a single one of you, if you are able to survive this attack, you win. And if I aren't able to survive, then I win. How about this? As Risa thought, okay. As our main character said in his state, come forth, Eva. As the reality started to break, as from the sky a sword, or what you call it, could be not called a sword, but damn, the thing was beautiful pretty much. Rias and Gaffy was looking at the scene with a to terror, as our main character stated, I made this weapon myself. I call it Eva. This weapon is one of my favorite weapon out there, and I'm gonna still handicap myself, so I'm gonna use just 20% of its, or nah, it's still too much. 10% of its true strength. How about this? Yes, that's enough. As our main character decided, if you survive this attack, you win. Remember Reeser, about the promise you made. If you try to break the promise, I'm gonna fucking eliminate your whole damn clan. As Reeser stated, okay, my lord. As he stated, Enuma, Elish, as the attack just literally started to break, as they literally started to cause destruction upon destruction. Reese's whole barrage fall down, as they were on dead state, as they did not survive. Few did not survive the attack, as they died on the spot. As they weren't concerned, because as our main character known as a bringer of death, pretty much he can bring dead people. Now Razor himself was regenerating many more time than he really should, as he tried to use Phoenix Tears on him, but unfortunate, his regeneration was even failing him, as the last breath his whole body got destroyed. His head was only there, as he did not survive as he closed his eyes. Now a time skip. As our main character said, so Razor Phoenix, do you know the rules? What happen if you lose, right? Yes, I know. I'm gonna cancel the engagement between me and Rias. Good. As let's say Rias, for herself, she saw her brother for the first time, as she saw her brother that was not a tyrant, nor someone that took her glory. No. She saw her real brother that cared for her. All this year she thought he really did not care for her at all. As for, let's say, she literally ran toward him, as she gave him the biggest hug for her on their life. As she stated, I'm sorry for everything I did in my when we were little. I'm sorry for everything. Thank you very much. As our main character said, one, okay, go whatever, leave me already. You're you're already dirting my shirt with your tears, damn it. As she stated, you damn bastard. As our main character said, yeah, whatever. Now, let's say for Issei right now, he just saw something that he really wanted to do with that fucking chicken, but he saw an unbelievable amount of force. He stated he had a mental note with himself, never piss off this character. If he does, he dies, as Drag also told him. Issei, never piss off this person. If you do, I die, you die. I have a feeling that I won't be even damn alive if I do it, if you even piss that person off. As let's say, uh, as Issa just baffled, as he really could not say anything. Now here we gonna stop this part, as in the underworld somewhere, apparently in the Phoenix household, it all happened, and our main character did make all of them come to alive, and let's say our main character decided to, hey, replace the Phoenix Tears with something else, his own potion, HP potion. As he was thinking about this, then he had a very big smirk as he stated, how about we remove the Phoenix fuckers out of the world? Hehehehe. Now, a week has passed by. Yes, a week has passed. Now, our main character given a news to given a little while to Seraphol and even his big brother. His big brother was impressed by his little brother's creation. This even was better than the Phoenix Tears. It even repairs the clothes that have been damaged, as they even feel refreshed and re-energized, as like they are on steroid or something. And because of this, let's say they got the news with this Eporak is gonna be about to release, as hey, Phoenix Clan was apparently begging our main character not to release this kind of product. If they did, their Phoenix Tears, you know, the popularity of the Phoenix Tears gonna drop down, and they have to come to the streets, as our main character said can do, as let's say Mrs. Phoenix, as our main character stated, at least give I could listen to your request that not to give my potion to other people. How about this? As he just really looked toward the Miss Phoenix and stated, "You give me your wife, and I'm not gonna upload my, you know, I'm not gonna sell my health potion." As Mr. Phoenix right now, he really had to do shit, or else he's gonna come to the street, as he stated. Okay, as our main character smirk, you literally are gonna offer me your wife, damn it, huh? As yes, I don't have any choice left anymore. I'm too depressed and the weak. Our Phoenix Tears is already not popular anymore, and nobody even buys this anymore. As our main character stated, how about this? I'm gonna produce this thing, a very low amount of it, and you can take the other part. The Phoenix chairs are gonna be still on the sale, but I'm gonna sell this kind of potion in only special occasion. Only the special devil could have them. How about that? Yes, that too, please. Remember your promise, right? Yes, the promise. As he before he could say anything, a contract suddenly appeared in front of him. As he stated, now sign the contract. And if you try to break the contract or try not to give me anything, you're gonna die that instant. As he got scared and stated, if you want, hurry up. I don't have any time for you. I gotta to school as well. As he stated, oh, okay. Now Miss Phoenix right now, she was at least happy. Literally, she was happy that she is not gonna stay in the damn house anymore. The house at least didn't really treat her well. She was a low class devil, but just because Mr. Phoenix liking her, Clara Phoenix, she had to marry to him, and the marriage was not happy at all. This Mr. Phoenix was a very abusive man, and he liked to play role play in the damn bed whenever they were supposed to have things. She really did not like the role play stuff whenever they had, their private time, as it was very scary, and her body was already full with scars. But just because she was a phoenix, she really did not had the scar, because the scar would only last for a few seconds, but they would disappear after that. But it was still painful. So, as our main character saw and said, "So, what kind of piece you wanna be in my barrage?" As she stated, "Um, I don't know. I guess you're gonna be a bishop as well." As as the pieces floated toward her, as she stated, "Oh, I accept." As the piece went to her, as we see Mr. Phoenix just little glaring at our main character, as he said, "What are you gonna do about it, trash?" As he stated, "Nothing. I thought so. Now get out of my damn property." As he teleported himself. Then our main character said, Mr. Miss Phoenix, right now what should I call you?" "Clara." As our main character said, "Clara-chan, you're now one of my family member, and you don't have to worry about anything anymore. And I'm not like him, I'm not gonna make you work or anything like that. You're right now a, not a wife at least. You're at least a, how to say this? You're like a maid to me, but to me only, and a servant to me, so you're gonna live a very comfortable life here, so have fun." As our main character decided to go to school now. And now in the underworld there was a big uproar, and the news of Mr. Phoenix just selling his own wife to our main character. Yes, his reputation went down more drastically. And let's say the devil counselor was apparently they didn't really care about this fucker's intention or anything like that. As for the when Zoctus heard this, he just literally laughing his head off and stated, "My son, he is even better than me, and that motherfucker. I'm very happy that motherfucker went through this kind of shit, and I never thought he would sign that contract." He was so desperate about money, huh? I know your weakness is money, but this kind of weakness is still as right now the whole hero cult, or the hero faction, also heard about this, and they were little curious about our main characters and his achievements. And for as less for then this is for another time. As our main character said, the two exorcists are approaching us. Is pretty much Zenovia and in Irene. It's gonna be fun folding them